Hello, everyone. Well, thank you for having me here, Trivu and Lish, and it's a pleasure to see you here. I'm going to start with a quote. Helping is too easy not to do. This is a quote that, for example, 3 years ago, I would say, okay, retweet or like or whatever. But right now, it's a phrase that I say every day. I'm going to try to explain my project, which is like manufacturing hand from my bedroom to the world. This started like this. I started this project like 3 years ago, and I didn't realize what I was doing, but then I started to think about it, and I realized that I changed this situation to this one. I'm going to try to explain myself in the best way. My parents, my family told me that I was a weird child. I didn't want the usual toys that everyone wants. I just wanted weird toys that change itself and combine with everything. And it was like I was playing with the washing machine. I don't know why, with the DVD, trying to explain what happened and how it works. And then the toys that also the toy that I was talking about before, I always playing also with the instructions, with the manual, trying to understand what happened inside, try to understand how it works. For me, was amazing. Actually, my passion for the toys still, because this is one wall of my bedroom right now. Just one wall, but it's clean, don't worry. This is really good because I'm so happy to work in 2 years ago until 2 months ago in a company, a toy company, like a product manager. So I'm so happy to continue with my passion of toys in this case. Well, I have to talk about this. Cartoons for me was also a good part of my childhood. And of course, Digimon for me was the love of my childhood. Yes, Digimon. I hope you guys understand this. Maybe most of you are millennials or Generación Z and understand my passion. But this is not like, of course I love Pokemon, I love whatever, but Digimon for me, it was important because I realized that they have many values. Every Digimon on the first season has a value, concrete value, which is this one: courage, friendship, knowledge, sincerity, reliability, hope, light, and love. It was the 8th. Yeah, take pictures because this is awesome. Well, maybe I didn't realize in that moment, of course, but then when I was continuing to collecting the toys of Digimon, and I started to understand the meaning of everything. Of course, it's a cartoon for children or whatever, but they focus perfectly in each character of the cartoon, every value. So I'm going to start now to explain my project with and how I put these values in the project. Okay, 3D printed. I guess most of you understand this technology, but usually the commercial one works in this way. You have plastic, a roll of plastic, and you hit it with a extruder, and you have to put, the machine create a 3D object you already designed before on the computer. Okay, I bought one of these like 3-4 years ago, just 150 euros by AliExpress. I totally recommend you, because I started to do these kind of things. Squirtles, Pikachus, jarrones, for my mom, jarrons, madre mía. Look at that Pikachu. Well, whatever. I never buy a gift anymore because I made it for my friends, for my family, and everything. Okay, but I started to say, okay, I want a 3D printer to, well, okay. I want a 3D printer to create my own toys, because when I was a child, I was designing every day toys for myself. Like, when I grew up, I want a machine that made these kind of things, and I started to do like this, but I realized it was like static, like totally like this. And I wanted to understand the 3D printer better. And I started to learn about projects on internet, because everything like this I learned by internet, by YouTube, by Google, by blogs, everything. I discovered this project, Enable the Future, which is American, and they start to create hands for children in the US. And it was really interesting for me. I started to, as you can see here, I started to create that designs. And then I realized that I was finished my degree, my engineer degree in the college, and I wanted to go to Kenya to an international trip to an orphanage. I prepared everything. I had my trip. I have my location in there in the orphanage. But I say, okay, I just gonna go to there to to build a house to teach the children computers and English. But I want to make something more. And I realized I thought about this project, and I called them and asked them for if they need this kind of help. And they told me yes, but the problem was Enable has just two kind of designs for people with no fingers and with wrist, I mean with elbow. And the request of this orphanage in Kenya asked me for people with no elbow. So I say, okay, I have 2 months to go there. Maybe I can design something new. I started to find out knowledge, which I help with knowledge. The projects from the beginning of the siglo XX. And I start to understand how can I make this kind of device, but with 3D printed. So then I create the first arm for people with no elbow, with no electronics, with no anything, just with thread and elastic bands. So this moment in 2017 started my trip. I went there with 5 of these arms to Kenya. I was there because I was afraid of the people of the customs told me, "Why do you have 5 arms in your luggage instead of clothes?" And I decided to mix it with Lego, with toys, and I built it there. And then in 3-4 weeks after I arrived there, the people who need this kind of help arrive. I was so nervous. But he started to explain it, the movement and how the devices works. Just with the movement of the joints, they will be able to close the arms and grab objects. This is awesome for routine, for the day-to-day, like grab things, try to be more independent. It was difficult because they didn't know English, they just know Swahili, but it was interested just to communicate with a translator, and actually they were so happy and they gave me a lot of thank you and everything, but this guy, Philip, gave me more. As video selfie to my mom.
Mom, Mother Guille, I'm really grateful for this particular gift which Guille had brought to me. I'm 44 years old, and since I was born, I've never used both arms. It is really wonderful when we get such assistance here in Kenya. It is really hard to get such assistance in Kenya. I'm now trying to see possibility of going for a driving course. And soon,
be careful, man.
If God helps me, I will own a car, and always I will pay tribute to my friend here who assisted me. I will be very happy. I'm very happy. God bless you.
This was awesome. I mean, I was like an engineer mind in that moment, and I said, okay, I'm gonna give these 5 arms to these guys and go back and continue with my life. But this kind of videos, this kind of words to me, it was amazing. And then the guy which I designed my arm arrived, and it was difficult in the beginning. In the beginning, it doesn't work at all. As you just saw before, I use it just here with myself, and I say, okay, it's working. But now it doesn't work in the beginning. We tried to understand what happened. We thought it was the problem of the device. You can see here, it closed, but it closed here. It's useless. So it started to train. And just in 1 hour, in 30 minutes, 1 hour, he started to close it just here, because this is the best way to grab things if he's in the table or whatever. It was not a problem of the device. it was a problem of training. This guy, Robert, was 12 years without arm because of a car accident. Actually, this was before and this was after. This was like, oh my God, I cannot stop this. I cannot, because with this guy, I was full of courage to continue with the project. This orphanage gave me a lot too. I was full of friendship, of love, of a light, and I couldn't stop there. So I decided to say every day of my life, helping is too easy to not to do. And I would love to recognize this phrase and remember in your minds, because it's really impressive how you can change your kind of thing. Because as I said before, it was like engineer head, and now it's like, okay, I can do this because I like 3D printed, so why not? Okay, my toy bedroom changed to a factory bedroom with 2 3D printers. Right now I have 4, but also I still have in the toys, so you can imagine my bedroom right now. And I decided to create a web page, which is Ayúdame 3D, which a quote, a goal, which is give 3D printed arms for people in need around the world for free. For free. This was a huge impact. I talk about this in the webpage. I will talk with this in social media. Also, the press was a huge push to continue with the project, and the project started to be. People know about this project around the world, and people ask us about the devices to help them. I unlocked a life dream, which is Matthias Pras talk about me. It's true. Not the quote, but okay. Also, influencers was a big point in this project because they pushed me a lot on the project to understand the people what we are doing. And the La Vecina Rubia, it was like we have like 400 followers, and then we had like 3,000 in one day. It was amazing. Also, YouTubers, Danilahi, I loved Danilahi. I gave them Thanos one-let 3Ds. I'm going to talk about the 3Ds, which is the name of the arms. And it was a different kind of people who understand this project. So for me, it was awesome also. And then with this beautiful project, start another beautiful projects too. We start a project on Twitter, some users, because a father talked about his children wants a box who covers the medical treatment of cancer. And we say, okay, let's print. He wanted one of Batman, but I like Spider-Man, so sorry. No, but we give them the Batman one. This was a symbolical one because it was the picture of the project in some months, and we start with other users of Twitter to create, to design, to redesign, and we create this project. This is Chemo Box, which is around Spain, and many users with 3D printed use it because this is, of course, it's symbolical, but this is like you have given superpowers to these children, and this gives me full of hope and light. Okay, going back to my project, the developing is continuously working, so I couldn't stop with the design of the beginning. I should continue with the design, for example, with reliability and knowledge. And this is the design, for example, right now. It was lighter, stronger, and also it's not necessary just go there to close it. Just in any movement, you can move it. It was a good improve in the project. This is the press. We appear in many press. We earn a lot of awards, but this doesn't give a shit if you don't help people. So it's not necessary you have this, but this was an amazing push to continue with the project and helping people. For example, in our project, we didn't put money in marketing or whatever until now, until in a few months, because this was the way to continue with the project. And right now, we gave more than 100 arms in 30 countries. So it's huge, and I couldn't believe this. Okay. the problem was I still working in a toy company as product manager, and also I have a work in the university as professor, and I couldn't stop this project. It was in my free time, so I say, okay, what happened here? I cannot work till 6 p.m. and then go to my room to start to make arms and to start to reply emails until 2 a.m. in the morning, because it was my days every day of my 3 years of the project. So I thought, okay, I need courage, I need reliability, and I need sincerity. Because for me, it was the most difficult part of my mind to say, okay, sincerity with myself. I cannot continue with this like this. And also transparency to explain the project to the world. And I say, okay, I have to do it. And I have to quit. This smile. I have to quit all my jobs. I have to continue with the project, just 100% of my day in this project, because it's the project I want to continue, not the other. Of course, I love toys, and I hope to continue with this, but now I want to do this. I take people who I love the most and continue with the project. I create the association, a non-profit, it's Ayúdame 3D. Thank you to Friendship, and they help me a lot with projects, with everything that I need. And we started to create more sub-projects, which is Helpers 3D, A3D Kids. Helpers 3D is the way we create the arms for people, not just in my room, but in many rooms, in many people who has 3D printers in Spain. Right now we are 25 people, but we are triplicar the number in the end of the year. This is quite the idea. Okay, it's like we manage everything. We receive the requests. We send this request with the measures to the arm, because it's not we create many arms. It's create one arm for one people. So we send the request to the Helpers 3D, and they do it in a deadline. They have the free shipping, and they just help printed it and building it. So right now it's awesome. This year it was like, I'm gonna talk about the projection of the project after, but this year it was like 70 arms in just 3 months, so it was amazing. And before that in my room it was four arms in 2 months, so it's a huge improvement. Also, E3D Kids for us is so important, because we realize many schools in Spain, there are 3D printers, but they have no idea what to do with them, because it was trendy. Oh, 3D printer, this is good. We can make many things, but we have no idea how to do it. Okay, we are here, and we are gonna start to show to the schools what to do with new technology in the best way. Okay, so we started this project in the orphanage, explaining how we build the arms, how it works, and how everything. This is me with Spider-Man clothes, of course. We were showing the arms to the children. Actually, this is a funny thing, fun fact. The 3D, which is the name of the arms, 3D. This is the name, and the name of the arms is the names of the children of the orphanage. She is Nelly, and she's flipando with the Nelly arm. And this is really good for me, because I remember all the children when we are creating the arms. This is the Vicky arm, and then, well, this is a video who made a school from Palencia, which was they won an award about the most technological school in Castilla. So it was amazing, and you can see here what we try to make. They made the arms, because this is like, we are not just make a speech in there, they are participating in the project, and then we show everything, and they are like so happy to being involved in the project. helping is too easy to not to do, okay? Just remember. Then I say, okay, this is really good. I can give arms for around the world, but what happened? How it's working? How this guy, it's okay now after 1 year. So I ask for this kind of videos or everything, and then this is after 2 years with the arm, and he's doing totally independent everything. This is not, you are not gonna play the piano with this. You are amazing, of course, yes, but this is like a routine. This device helping you to today be more independent, try to be in this kind of countries is totally necessary to work. So this is a really good way to continue with your life. So this is why I'm doing it. So the projection, just to sum up, we just start with 8, and now we are like more this year more than 150 arms around the world, thanks to the Helpers 3D, and thank you for the non-profit organization who help us around the world to find people who need it. And then, just to sum up, you have to realize about what is your hobby, what is your passion, and try to help others. For example, for me, 3D printing is my passion right now, it's my life. Of course, I still making Pikachus, of course. I'm making jarrones also for my family, but I also continue to make these kind of things because I realize I can do it, because why not? Okay, so this is the way we start in the schools trying to explain this, because it's in the childhood when you have to realize about this mind, social mind, but also technological social mind. When you have a problem in your life, or you realize about a problem of the world, and you say, I want to solve it. Thank you very much.